world, my name is Dan Brown, and today I am going to talk about global warming. I received a message from username Viet4Life which said, "Hi Dan, what are your views on global warming, mainly if it's real, and if it's real, what should be done about it?" As always, I would like to thank Viet4Life for the question. I think that global warming is an issue that everyone knows about, most everyone cares a great deal about. And so, yeah, it's certainly a valid issue for me to address. Let me start off by saying, and answering your question, if I think it's real. Yes, absolutely, I think that global warming is real. I think that you'd have to be a pretty big fool, or pretty ignorant with all the evidence that's out there, to try to deny the existence of global warming. Either that, or you would have to stand to benefit a great deal from, say, oil companies or other industries by saying that global warming does not exist. So with that said, global warming is real. The question is, what can we do to stop it? What should we be doing to help put an end to this global warming trend? And for starters, there are lots of things that individuals can do in their daily routines, in their daily lives. Lots of little things that by themselves don't amount to a whole lot, but if everyone starts doing it, if lots of people start doing it, it'll really add up. Little changes like, if the grocery store is 2 blocks from your house, don't drive, walk, or ride a bike or something. Things like taking public transportation. Things like buying more fuel-efficient cars, which people are already doing because of gas prices being so high. Things, and this one's not so simple, but if you have a budget, you can install solar panels on your roof. There are all sorts of innovative things that people can do. Change the light bulbs in your house to fluorescent light bulbs instead of these energy drainers. I got one right up there. I'm guilty. So there are lots of things that people can do. So why aren't people doing them? It's human nature for people to not want to act on something, or simply to not act on something, until the last possible minute, until it becomes urgent to them. This is where the government needs to step in more and take a bigger role in leading the way. It's something that the government hasn't even done. The government is behind the times, behind even the masses on this, where the government should be way ahead and should be leading the way. Realistically, people aren't going to start changing their habits unless there's a reason for them to start changing their habits. The government needs to provide subsidies for car companies to create more fuel-efficient cars, or hybrid cars, or electric cars. The national government, state government, local government needs to make public transportation a real priority. I know in Lincoln, our bus system, it's okay, but it could be a lot better. The government needs to be encouraging people to walk places, people to ride bikes places. Not only does that help with global warming, it helps with the obesity epidemic we have in America. The government, I think that we should sign into the Kyoto Treaty. I think that we need stricter regulations on emissions from vehicles and emissions from industries. I could go on and on about things that the government could do. The government could make it more affordable for people to install solar panels. The government could make nuclear power or wind power or solar power our main source of energy instead of burning coal. All sorts of things. So why isn't our government doing it? In a democracy, one of the detriments of democracy is that things move slowly. We have so many people from so many different parts of the country, and Democrats versus Republicans mainly, their ideas sort of clash against each other, and so for anything to pass, it takes a really, really long time, which is fine because it makes sure that the bills that are being passed are legitimate and are good. But one of the detriments is that things move a little bit slower, so that's one reason that maybe we haven't started acting so much. But I think another thing, and probably a bigger reason, is that America and Washington the corporations have far too big of a hand in what goes on in terms of the government. A lot of corporations stand to lose if the government acknowledges global warming as a real problem. But I think that that's something that's, I know it's something that's absolutely necessary. If we don't acknowledge global warming as a problem and start to tackle it, there won't be a planet for oil companies to even exist on. We need to end corporate greed in Washington, and then the government can start doing more about global warming, and then we can start living on a planet that's at a healthy 70 degrees all the time and stuff. So I've done all this talking about how global warming is real and how we need to do stuff about global warming. We need to work on solving this problem. But there is another side to this coin. Another question that remains is global warming overhyped? And I think that a lot of the times, not to take away from how serious the issue is, but I think a lot of the times it is. And let's just stop and think about this for a minute. All right, CNN, NBC News, Fox News, what are they there for really? What's their main purpose? The main purpose is to make money. It's the way capitalism works. And it's not, a bad thing necessarily, but it can lead to bad things. Sensationalism in the media is something that can apply to way more than just global warming, but it certainly applies to global warming. If you are afraid, if you think that global warming is going to come to your back door tomorrow and kill you, you're going to be glued to your TV screen trying to figure out, am I safe, or what can I do to make myself safe? The way that they manipulate human thought into thinking, by watching this we can tell you what to do and we will make you safe, is it's a remarkable thing. It's a remarkable study in psychology. But anyway, global warming, if you think that it's urgent, then you're going to watch more and they're going to make more money. And it is important, and it is important that we act soon on global warming, act now, as soon as possible. But I don't think it's healthy for the process of getting things done to fix global warming for the media to be hyping it and creating a panic. Yes, it's serious. I know global warming is serious, but let's take a deep breath. All right? Let's not panic about how the world's going to be 200 degrees in 10 years. Not a real statistic. Let's think about what can we actually do to fix global warming? What can we actually do to get people behind it, and what can we realistically do? The media doesn't really care about what gets done. They care about making sure that they can profit off of this being an issue. Don't always take what you see on CNN.com, FoxNews.com. Don't always take what you see there at face value. As a matter of fact, please don't take what you see there for face value. Do some research for yourself. As always, please, please, please comment. Please start a discussion. Please post video responses, everything. Refer me to videos that you think I should see about global warming. And keep sending me messages asking your questions. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching. I am Dan Brown, and I am out.